They could always fall back as well, but that looks like the initial setup for me at least. Smoke has been deployed. And in we go.
Down by Neo already. Bialy, good setup as they get inside of the drop. VP sets a crossfire for it. You can hold it passively, I suppose. Virtus Pro shows us how that's done. And he's going to be the next and last to try and go in toward the site. Gets a pick on Bialy, but he's no Snacks. But it's going to be Taz that goes forward of it, so it actually double stacks toward the bottom of middle, which is now shown. Snacks doesn't get the chance to back off, but it does bait in Taz. Only 2 kills. Lucas is able to pull it back, but AKs. And Henny going in from long. I still don't have a lot to work with, despite the fact that its rotation's coming around. Henny gets 1 kill. Pasha's there in the AWP. Bomb's not yet planted. 20 seconds. If they get toward Romeo, they can actually cut off the cross. They won't get there in time, so Lucas should get a plant out. He's going to make sure he smokes off and plants hotspot, oddly enough, which is the most exposed position, but it now gives him a better chance to immediately react once the bomb goes down. Bialy and Pasha both inside the site toward the APC, waiting patiently to see if Lucas gets impatient on the other side of it, see if he'll peek too early. They've got time to work with. They each have a kit. Lucas has gone to the barrels, which gives him a forward angle, but good trade. Virtus Pro played that perfectly together. Nice and patient.
This is his favourite part of the map, of course. Using incendiaries to buy himself some time. The KNG with the first frag finds Bialy. That's going to be towards drop down. He's actually got in the connector very quickly here. I don't think they'll be ready for this.
Taz is definitely has to play reverse role at this point in time. Already in this site. Good entry from Steel. Good shot from Snacks to fight from his corner, literally at long. Trying to cover off both angles as Lucas is going to work up from danger as well. He's on to a suspicion. He's got a hunch, but hasn't done anything of it. He's going to play it more passive. Quite smart, actually, to back all the way off of this as well. Create an angle that's favorable, but he had to go back at some point, and Lucas just got there in time. Pasha has one of the other ops, I should say, on the CT side. He'll try and save that at this point, no doubt. So CT side corner, not pushed out toward the bales. He'll watch and spot KNG sitting completely unaware that he was on his right side, KNG's right side. He was expecting him to come from the site itself, so gets a free shot. They do pull it back. Steel finds Taz. Double up and 2 5-7s remaining as Snacks sets a crossfire that allows them into the site, but again, Bolts is going to lurk up late through the smoke. And Snacks was found here last time. Bolts, he's going to try and push him this time. Scoped in, absolutely knows he's there. That gives him up. Down he goes. He's been left alone there twice. Lucas, it looked like he was going to find Lucas in the last round. This time, Bolts may have walked in too soon, but Pasha finds Bolts after he walks in, so still a chance for it as Henny. 13 HP, Steel 17. Bialy on a 5-7 is definitely still a factor in this round along with Pasha. This bomb gets planted, Henny safe side, and aid goes through. It's 9 now to work with for Henny as he tries to get a fast shot on toward Romeo, but no one's there. They've gone through the door instead. Flash over. Henny's got to back off. They know he's on the site. They've heard the shot, so it's the AK that becomes the problem for Steel. He's going to back off the stables. Henny, with that information, is able to catch Pasha. But Bialy has picked up a weapon. We said he was a factor. He definitely becomes more so than that now. He does not have a kit. He's got some time to work with. He's got to bait out Steel. He's got to peek. He's got to snap fast to his left, and he can't do it fast enough. Good accuracy from Steel. He knew exactly where the bomb was.
Chad and I have kind of analysed this extensively. We don't think the double AWP is the best setup. Bialy once again, he's struggling in the drop-down room. It's going to be Lucas this time. Very good game from a double frag once again. He's still alive. Wants a bit more here. Neo actually missing the spray, and he's on 1 HP. Surely that's the end of his rampage.
It is indeed. Neo knew he was in the corner, made no mistake of pre-firing it. 1 HP. It even came through a cobblestone wall to take him down, as now it's going to be a convergence to the A site. Snacks goes to cannons, capping the smoke on either side, but no opening in it. There might be toward top ramp, but only if he could survive long enough, because they've swung around behind him on this site. You might have expected him to find the shot on Steel, but no luck this time for Snacks as Pasha battles off from inside of the hut. Bolts finds him. Neo inside of the site. Steel wins that exchange as well. Another round for Immortals. They go 6 in a row. They're doubling up the drop room for defense. Snacks is so far removed today. They're actually at the top middle already, so they have to come back through tight choke points just to get the position. And Henny knows Snacks is out there.
Yeah.
He's just going to go straight toward him. He's going to be ready for it, or is he? Not scoped in. Snacks gets one back, and Taz thankfully wins the battle against KNG. But they definitely know what Snacks is up to every round.
Yeah, well, can't lock him down this time. Lucas does get 1 frag in return, but Pasha is there to recover the situation. Bialy goes 1 step further as well. Bring out another full buy. They've still got a lot of money in the bag. Still 8 grand even after the reinvestment, so absolutely fine going forward. Not the same story though for VP. Has another great headshot from Lucas. Fast up middle, just complete change of pace. I like this.
He was already at the top of Juliet. Nade through for Lucas knows that they're likely close to the door, so wants the damage. Snacks again from long this time. Confused on a second shot, but still finding the opener. And winning in the fact that they're trying to go through and segregate him. He's still alive in the round. Good shot from Bolts, but Snacks gets him back immediately. Lucas and Henny against Snacks and Pasha. It's 3 of 4 players left on the AWP, the exception being, obviously, when you list those names, is Lucas, as he sits with the rifle. And he sits beside his brother as they work together. It's Snacks to back off as well. Bombs down toward the A site. They know that. Know exactly where they are. Snacks again is going to step wide. That's 3 kills for him in the round as Henny's going to go hunting. It's now 3 ops left.
Oh, hit him!
Through the stable he did indeed, and then goes wide with the pistol to confirm the kill. Taz and Snacks both over toward A. Good shot. KNG wins against Pasha, so they've given up on trying to isolate Snacks. That didn't work the last 2 rounds. Let's go back to basics. Let's go back to B. Strats getting caught off. Neo gets Bolts. KNG's able to slip behind him. I don't think he knows he's there. KNG, gets spotted though by Bialy first, and then Neo responds. I'm not sure Neo had a sense that he was even in that position, so perhaps Bialy saves him in that sense. It gives them now the man advantage, missed timing, and the fact that Henny's up close. Neo gets dinked down to 26, but Taz has doubled up toward the window. He's very good, we know, at holding that. In fact, last year at Cologne, he had many rounds where he shut down that window, specifically, I believe, against SK.
Absolutely. He's very good there.
So Henny the last alive, round 14. Immortals want 8 to secure the half, but he's got quite the task. His first kill, with 3 still to find. He has the bomb to work with, but not anymore. Snacks has already found him. He got him from the drop room, and even if he hadn't, they had the flank in position, so there was nowhere.
Virtus Pro versus Immortals. Virtus Pro after losing 7 rounds in a row. Recovering now. Seems like their adjustments have worked out for them. Like I said, money would be broken, but still, that doesn't bother him. It's going to be Neo this time. From the drop-down area that gets taken down. Still with the advantage, I would say, in terms of the firepower. It's going to be Lucas, though, probably taking that away from the Bialy. A really rough game for him, but Pasha, he is the last line of defense, trying to do what he can, but doesn't look like it's enough.
Snacks back in the window from drop, gets Henny, who just made himself comfortable. A shot from Snacks on 3 HP. Legs up Bolts in the back of the site, but unfortunately he's gone down. Steel continue to push, and Steel will take the AWP to take down Taz. 8-7. Immortals win the half. And they've got a CZ and a nade on Bolts. A smoke and a kit for Steel on this T side. It's 2 flashes still in play, but smoke's already down, and they want the B site. They're going to stick with the Glocks, even though they have the lack of armor on 2 players. It's Henny that starts it off well. Good headshot on the second player, Taz. Steel is there to follow up and get Neo after he had gone down. So Pasha and Bialy inside of the site make that just Pasha. Have yet to get a bomb plant and don't have much to work with in terms of position. Pasha will try and get himself out of a cage, but it's tough. I do think this one was quite even.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. But here we go. Lucas looking to level the playing field. He's going to take that first kill down. Neo responds, though. He's got considerable damage towards Taz as well. Henny, known to be a very good close-range AWPer. Going to have his work cut out for him here as he looks toward long A, stuck in a stable position.
Steel behind the APC as well, as Henny's going to back up. Steel's recognized the fact that no one's been watching Dropper Connector. They could actually be slipping up behind him, so he can't afford to peek front sight just yet. And in not doing so, he's left Henny sitting in the open. Good response from Pasha. We said he was saving for that AWP. Well, he's brought it out and showing us why. As he gets a pick on entry, it's down to Steel 1 versus 2. Good shot with an M4 of all weapons to take down Pasha's AWP, not needing to overpeak Bialy. He goes back for a 3rd try, and the AK win.
Missing some key shots, and the B side is fully exposed. And okay, that's a nice little rush on the CTs, but they're mowed down 1 by 1 with his Mac 10s, and the round is over before we even get a chance to finish our sentence.
So down they go. It's a deep wall, leaving the entirety of the platform. That's really cool. Now, the problem is that it leaves the platform, so they have to confront Henny at some point in time, and there is a player in Hobbit Hole, which could spoil it all, except... that's even cooler.
Look at it.
They drop down into the alley, they go behind their own smokes, and they reverse the play. They're going to retake, essentially, the site from the CTs. They get behind them. Oh, I love the... That's so intuitive and brilliant. That's awesome. Great to see Virtus Pro getting creative. Snacks takes down KNG. It's only Lucas remaining. They had no idea how to respond.
So it looks like the wall of smoke is a traditional one, right? But you could see a path being burrowed for them on the right-hand side. They go by the tree, through the smokes, and then, like you said, retake the site. The CTs have no idea what's going on. They're thinking,
that's going to be very thin any second. And it is thin enough. He's got Pasha down. Finally, the opening pick for Immortals. It's been a while since they've had one to work with. They desperately need this gun round as well, especially with a double op purchase.
Good Still adds to the total as well. It's got the clean sweep coming in from Immortals here. It's going to be Bialy, the last player remaining. He can't find the frag, and it's going to be Henny to open things up with the AWP.
He shut it down himself. He took authoritative action. Ooh, good timing. We talk about that corner a lot and that particular flashbang because a lot of operators will wait to shoot. Some don't. He certainly did not. He gets one for it, but Lucas is found by Snacks. KNG's gone toward danger, and he's gone back up to find Snacks and the bomb, and what a shot on Pasha! KNG! Perhaps the best round we've seen since he's been on Immortals. He'll go down eventually, but 4 absolutely huge kills as Bialy is the last remaining survivor on Virtus Pro.
That was so sick from KNG. 2 no-scopes into the mix as well. It's up to Bialy to try and recover the 3-on-1 situation. Hasn't had the best game. He won't be doing anything dramatic in round number 25.
Trying to get closer with the AWP. Look at how fast this flank's coming in. Oh my goodness, Bolts is behind them and they're still setting up. He's going to get free kills. He's got 2, snaps it over and gets Bialy as well. That should have been traded back. That's so big, so audacious for him to push all the way around and try and keep this off of overtime point.
Nice shot.
Decent step up. Yep, taking Bialy as well. That means Pasha doesn't have a support system to try and bring the op into position. He's going to go alone. They now have 2 down the drop room as well, so this will be a B split. Bomb toward drop, 3rd one down. Behind the window, they've got Steel waiting, but he's going to allow them in. Neo's already got to the door as well, so this becomes a bit awkward. Thankfully, Bolt steps up. This could be map point with no money left. Immortals, oh, they could go up 0-1. Imagine a world where we have Fnatic, SK, VP all 0-1 to start off this tournament. Side of the box, they've got to watch window. That pulls the second player at connector back, and therefore opens up more space in the site. But Henny is taking that space away, and Immortals will go 16-12. They pull it off in the end, despite the early momentum of 3 rounds, getting snapped back as 5 in a row for Virtus Pro. They took a slight lead.